Bridging the gaps. Mastering English listening by identifying unclear points. Hello, language learners. Today, we're going to talk about an essential strategy for improving your English listening comprehension skills: identifying gaps and unclear points. This is a critical part of taking notes while listening to English, as it helps you to pinpoint the areas that you need to work on. Let's dive in. First, let's understand why identifying gaps and unclear points is so crucial. When you're listening to English, whether it's in a conversation, a lecture, a podcast, or a movie, there are likely going to be words, phrases, or ideas that you don't understand. These are your gaps. Recognizing these gaps is the first step in filling them. It's okay to not understand everything. The key is being aware of it and making an effort to improve. Identifying gaps isn't as hard as it might seem. While you're listening to English, whenever you come across a word, a phrase, or a concept you don't understand, jot it down. You don't need to stop your listening to do this, just make a quick note and continue listening. For instance, if you're listening to a podcast about space exploration and they mention the term extravehicular activity, and you don't know what it means, write it down. Now that you've got a list of your gaps, it's time to review and research. Look up the words or phrases you didn't understand. Use dictionaries, online language resources, or ask someone who is fluent in English. Write down the meanings, synonyms, or explanations next to each point. But remember, don't just write it down. Try to understand it, use it in a sentence, and incorporate it into your English usage. The more you practice this method of active listening and note-taking, the better you'll become at identifying your gaps. Over time, you'll notice that the gaps become fewer and fewer. Keep practicing and don't be afraid of making mistakes. Mistakes are stepping stones to improvement. Identifying gaps and unclear points in your English listening comprehension is not a sign of failure but a tool for progress. Don't shy away from the gaps. Face them head-on and make them your stepping stones to English mastery. Remember, the journey of language learning is filled with challenges, but with patience, practice, and perseverance, you will conquer them all. Keep listening, keep noting, keep learning. See you in our next video.